Hullo, I'm Seth Fairchild.
And I'm Candace Perkins. Welcome to this month's episode of Biskinik TV, your source for Choctaw Nation news.
This evening, we're coming to you from the Capitol grounds at Tvshka, Homma.
Where it's Christmas in the park.
And it really is starting to feel like Christmas. We have lights, carolers, and even some hot chocolate.
Well, this is my favorite time of the year. I really look forward to it. Another important thing to think about this holiday season is safety. Earlier this month, the Durant Child Development Center hosted a demonstration in which they showed how safe our children are in their building. Reporter Kendra Germany has the details.
The Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma held an active shooter drill on December 5th at the Choctaw Nation Child Development Center in Durant. This drill was held to test the newly installed bulletproof door shields, bullet-resistant windows, and security locks.
Hullo, I'm Kendra Germany, and I am here at the Child Development Center in Durant, and I am with Sage Dyer of Safer America, and she's here to tell us a little bit about her products. So Sage, what kind of products do you build?
Well, I designed a universal door shield to protect the classroom from entry and to stop bullets from entering.
And what is the importance of these products?
Well, our reason for doing it was because there was such an increase of school shootings happening, and we live in California, and there was just an influx happening, and nobody was addressing how to actually stop a shooter from entering the classroom. I started talking to law enforcement, I talked to global threat specialists, I talked to legislation and congressmen and things, and found out that they were doing research, but nothing was stopping it right now, and kids are getting hurt and staff is getting hurt. So I just went into action, and I built I created the door shield in my garage with my sons, and then we perfected it over time, and we had it tested, and it stops bullets, basically. And then we put together the entire program, because it's not just the door, it's the glass that they can shoot through, as they did in Sandy Hook. He just shot out the glass and went through. And it's the locks. And a lot of people have, God bless them, have tried to come up with ways to lock down the door efficiently, but it hadn't reached an efficient level yet.
So I know this is a project that's been happening for a while now. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, through our purchasing and procurement office and our preferred vendor list, this tribal member came to that department, visited with Boyd Miller about how that she could possibly use her product to Choctaw Nation and to provide safety and security for our children. I think it's important because I think as Choctaw, we place such a high emphasis on family and our children, the safety of our children. In the past years, when you've seen so many buildings and facilities where there's been a breach of security, especially within school facilities, communities always come back and say, well, why didn't you do this? What could we have done differently? We want to be proactive. We want to be ahead of the game. We hope that nothing like this would ever happen in one of our facilities, but if it does, we can say to our tribal members, their parents, the families, and the communities that we took all the precautions ahead of time to protect our most precious commodity, our children.
This is Kendra Germany reporting for BTV from the Child Development Center in Durant.
Another part of the holiday season is coming together and welcoming a new year. As many of you know, the Choctaw Nation is gaining a new headquarters and saying goodbye to an old headquarters that touched the lives of many tribal members and employees. Whitney Lautner shares our story.
Hullo, my name is Sheila Vales Curvin. I work with the Choctaw Nation Marketing Department here at the tribal headquarters, currently located at 529 North 16th in Durant. I've been with the Choctaw Nation since November 1981, and looking forward to moving to our new home out south of town in our new tribal headquarters soon. Of course, we have the two main buildings out front that you can see now, which we always call the North and South building, connected by a beautiful old catwalk. There was no finance building in the back. Since we've been here the last 25 years, we constructed a new building in the back strictly for the finance division. When it was first built, it wasn't completely full, and now it's filled to the brim, and we've well outgrown it. When I first started here, there was not a lot of technology. I remember that there was one big room with a computer in it, and the computer filled the whole room, and there was maybe 2 employees that ran all the payroll and did everything that there was to do on the computer. We all used typewriters, and it was very hard to go to computers and word processors. There's definitely no regret. It's all pride. When I came here, we were so small. I mean, we could take all of our employees and fit them into what was then considered our auditorium, which has now been made into conference rooms years ago, but we could fit every employee we had in that room.
Since we've become so big and we are so spread out, it's going to be amazing to have everyone under one roof. And for tribal members to come to a beautiful facility, this is a great building. This building is wonderful, but it has presented challenges for us. Electronically and other ways. So having everyone come to one place and having all of us there is going to be amazing for the tribal members and for us as a group of employees, because we haven't got to be together.
And yes, I did start when I was typing on a typewriter, but look where we ended up. And I was a part of that. We've had such great leadership. We've had such great people to help us to make the strides that we have, and we couldn't do it without each other. This has been a true team effort for all these years, and we've worked together as family, and this is truly a family environment, and we're just very proud to be able to see the next chapter unfold.
Coco?
Thank you.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University honored its Native American students on December 7th. Ronnie Pierce has the details.
On Wednesday, December 7th, Southeastern University honored its Native American graduates and their scholastic achievements. The 12th annual Native American graduation ceremony and reception was held in the Fine Arts Recital Hall on Durant's main campus. Out of the 101 Native American students who graduated, 45 were Choctaw. Speakers included Southeastern President Sean Burridge and State Representative Lisa Johnson-Billy. This is Ronnie Pierce reporting for Biskinik TV from Southeastern University.
Locally, a new church is being built, and it's the first of its kind. Ronnie Pierce has our story.
One of the cornerstones of a strong community is a place where members can gather to worship and share fellowship. For the Native Americans in Durant, Oklahoma, just such a place is starting to take shape.
For a small group of membership, of around 54, I think, our total membership, children included, we have been very blessed. We have spent over $90,000 of our fundraising. And then we came into a matching. We were able to submit $30,000 to Shoemake Foundation, and they matched it. And so that really boosted our account so that we were able to do the foundation. The foundation alone was around $40,000.
When the local fellowship started in 2006, they didn't have a place to meet. The late District 9 Councilman Ted Dosh allowed the group to use the community center for the last 11 years. With the assistance of Dosh and the Choctaw tribe, 4 to 5 acres were donated for a permanent structure.
Well, I moved here 8 years ago, and I became a member here with Chihuahua Ogla, and then we got chartered here in July 18, 2010. And after that, you know, they approved us for a church, and so we've been working on trying to get stuff done for the church. We've had obstacles since we got chartered, and it's taken us this long to get the church built.
Volunteers from churches in Tennessee arrived to kickstart the project in October 2016. Local volunteers soon joined.
We got involved through Danny Howe and First Broad Street United Methodist in Kingsport, Tennessee, through a missions conference about a year ago. This is our first one. The Kingsport team has done a lot more of this kind of project than we have. For our team, we have tried to follow and just and make progress from what Danny and his team have done. Typically, it's just, it's a regular build. It had to have permits, it had to have an architect, it had to have an engineer, and we just follow the plan. Personally, it's a new experience for me, but it's been very rewarding, and particularly the people. And that's usually, we try to, with our team members, we try to stress that while the build is important, the relationships are really what we're shooting for.
Volunteers are putting the finishing touches on the building, and they hope to be completed soon. This is Ronnie Pierce reporting for BTV from Durant, Oklahoma.
And here to talk to us tonight about Christmas in the Park is Pam Wall with the Cultural Services Department. Pam, how long have you been involved with Christmas in the Park, and how have you seen it come to where it is now?
Okay, I've been here 10 years. The first year that they had Christmas in the Park was my first year to be employed by Choctaw Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been here 10 years. It's been here 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So the way it's evolved, when we first started out with Christmas in the Park, our displays was different departments,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have their own theme, and then our visitors would come through and judge the Christmas in the Park, and they would be a prize for them at the end of the end of December.
Okay.
And now Cultural Services, they're the ones that put all of it together. We add 2 to 3 displays a year for Christmas in the Park.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay. So, you know, there's probably a lot of families who make the trip up to Tvshka, Homma. How many people do you think actually come through Christmas in the Park?
I think probably about 3,000 during the 30 days that we're open.
Okay.
I know we don't keep record of it other than the Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 200 to 300 people that come through on Friday and Saturday night. So the estimate would be around 3,000.
3,000?
But every year it gets bigger. Yeah.
So what do you think is some of the most popular themes?
Probably the big displays. We do have some Choctaw displays. You know, we have the nativity scene with the Indian baby and the nativity, the buffalo, and the
Mm-hmm.
you know, that. It's just different people's taste, what they like the best out of all of it.
What's your favorite?
I like the nativity scene, the Indian nativity scene.
Well, we thank you for interviewing with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, ma'am. Next up, we have Tina Furquin, who is going to introduce us to a few Jones Academy students who are learning about robotics.
In 3 short years, the Jones Academy robotics team has doubled in size and placed in the annual bot-ball competitions.
One thing I most appreciate about this opportunity to teach here with the bot ball, because I see the robotics and the bot ball here as really a chance to really empower the kids, because they're seeing instantaneous feedback when they code in something, and then they compile it onto the robot, and they can see actually what they just coded in, which makes no sense to most of us before we even step in these doors, and to see that they're able to control that robot's movements or some of its actions. It's just, I think it's really a great feeling for the kids, and also, a lot of the teaching that goes on here is just experiential, just trial and error type stuff. So.
According to botball.org, the Botball Educational Robotics Program engages middle and high school age students in a team-oriented robotics competition. The program is funded by the Indian Demonstration Grant, which helps the students a part of the Jones Academy program.
Hopefully we'll get more kids involved, and we'll have more than one team within the 10.5 counties, and I hope to spread it to other schools besides Jones Academy, and hope that everybody gets involved with the robotics and bot-ball.
Well, I love how we can just learn how to build things, and I learned how to code over the summer because of STEM camp, and because NASA came up there at the main school, and we just learned for a good 3 hours about how to code, and it was mind-blowing about me.
The Jones Academy gives Native American youth a place to enrich their education and help promote their development.
To learn more about Jones Academy, visit ChoctawNation.com. This is Tina Farquain reporting for BTV.
With the new year just around the corner, Peyton Guthrie has an update for you on this hunting and fishing season.
Hunting and fishing applications are now open at huntingandfishing.choctawnation.com. However, the licenses will not be issued until January 2017. The hunting and fishing licenses are absolutely free to all Choctaw citizens residing within the state of Oklahoma. Remember that these are not lifetime licenses, but rather annual, and they will need to be reissued every year. Even if you already have a license, the Choctaw Nation encourages all Choctaw citizens within the state of Oklahoma to participate.
You know, Candace, a couple weeks ago we had an opportunity to witness the topping out ceremony for the new headquarters, and it's just incredible to see all the growth and construction that our tribe has had over the past year.
Yes, it is. It's very heartwarming to see how far we have come.
You know, I think that's such a testament to our chief, assistant chief, and tribal council for their commitment to the people and for the growth of our tribe. And up next, Joe Jefferson has an update for all the construction efforts over this past year.
Hullo, this is Joseph Jefferson with your construction update. 2016 has been a very busy year for construction in the Choctaw Nation. This was a year of growth and many firsts for the nation. Let's take a look back at 2016 and all of the construction within the 10.5 counties this year. The year started with a ribbon cutting for the Food Distribution Center in Broken Bow in January. The tribe also broke ground for the Choctaw Travel Plaza and Casino 2 in Heavener. The nation held a groundbreaking ceremony for the new tribal headquarters in Durant on March 29th. In April, the tribe started construction of the Head Start in Nittak and opened the new Early Childhood Development Center in Durant.
Education has always been very important. It's very important to our chief, our assistant chief, our council.
In June, ground was broken for the Wellness Center in Antlers, Choctaw Travel Plaza and Casino 2 in Hugo, and the Wellness Center in Stigler. The nation also opened the new Head Start in the Bethel Baptiste area. In August, the Choctaw Country Market in Clayton opened its doors to the public with a grand opening and ribbon cutting. The first of its kind, the Choctaw Country Market is a concept the nation plans on bringing to other cities within the 10.5 counties in the future.
What we're seeing is a lot of pride and ownership from the community as they come in. They're really taking ownership in this being their store. Quality food offerings, quality produce, great prices for everybody. So not only are they seeing competition in the market, so they're seeing more competitive pricing, they're getting fresh foods and vegetables and products that are more convenient.
Also in August, the nation started construction of the expansion of the Choctaw Casino and Resort in Grant. In September, construction of the Choctaw Travel Plaza in Stigler, Community Center in Tallahena, and Head Start in Wright City began in November. The nation opened the Wellness Center in Antlers, the Community Center in Hugo, and the Wellness Center in Stigler. The final beam of the new tribal headquarters was placed during a well-attended topping out ceremony in Durant on November 18th. Construction of the new Choctaw Regional Health Clinic in Durant has continued throughout the year and is closer to its grand opening. 2016 has been a very busy year for construction and expansion in the nation. 2017 is set to be just as eventful, with many Choctaw Nation ribbon cuttings, grand openings, and groundbreakings to come. This has been Joseph Jefferson with your construction update.
So Seth, have you finished your Christmas shopping yet?
All but a few, but I think the important ones I've gotten. How about you?
I have. I finished like a month ago, I think.
You're better than me.
Now, if you haven't finished your Christmas shopping, or if you want to get crafty, Kendra Germany just might have the place you're looking for.
My name is Molly Watkins. I am one of the co-owners of Looksy Creations, along with my mother, Catherine Stairs, my niece, Tashina Goodbear, and my other sister, Kayamishi Stairs Camp.
I came up with that 30 odd years ago. Looksy because it's the Choctaw word for turtle, and I move like a turtle half the time, pretty slow. And but I came up with it, and so I'd used it off and on, and we'd played with it, and we'd buy beads, and so then about 7 years ago we decided to go legal, and we started setting up at powwows and at Plaza District when it came back to life, at art shows, and our goal was for a store, and that's what we've always wanted to do. It's sporadic. I mean, of course our base is beaters, that's the native community. We get a lot of Cheyenne Arapaho through here. We get quite a few Choctaws are starting to come in. They're finally finding out we're here, and this is going to help us tremendously. Foot traffic, we'll get people coming through and saying, hey, we didn't know you were here. oh great, we've got someplace to go down to buy beads. So it's picking up. The store's holding its own, let's put it that way.
Some of it comes from us ourselves. She and my sister typically do most of the finished products. We have artists that will bring stuff in on consignment. We are also a local distributor of Pendleton, so we have Pendleton goods that we can order and sell through the store.
No, we just want to be here for our people. We want to be here, and we want to make it work as a place where Native people can come in the city and buy a hank of beads. So that's what we do, because we make regalia. Tashina and I both make a lot of ribbon skirts and things that with the ribbon. So we are also an outlet for local beaders and artists that don't have a way to sell their things. We take things on consignment and give them an outlet for their work. And we just want to be here for the community. And that's for the Native community. That's where we want to be.
Luxie Creations is located at 1909 North Classen Boulevard in Oklahoma City. For more information, call 405-839-8008. This is Kendra Germany reporting for BTV.
Before we close this episode, we have a few events that you don't want to miss.
On December 17th, Carolyn Bernard Young will be at the Choctaw Welcome Center just north of the Red River. And on December 19th, you can join Choctaw Nation Cultural Services for a beading class from 5 to 8 p.m.
If you would like to take a drive through Christmas in the park, the front gates under the arch will be open all through December. If you want to experience the festivities like the carolers and the cocoa, you've got one weekend left, this 16th and 17th. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us at BTV. Thank you for joining us in Tvshka, Homma. I'm Candace Perkins.
And I'm Seth Fairchild.